Hello everyone and Madayaw, and in a few minutes it will be Shabbat Shalom. So I found out that Shabbat starts Friday sundown, not Saturday morning, and some say Saturday midnight. No, it's supposed to be sundown of Friday. Okay, so all right. Last time we took up chapter 36, so just watch the video. It is the generations of Esau. And Esau was quite a problem child, and he is so he had three wives, and one of his descendants, Amalek, will become the father of the Amalekites, which if you guys know your Exodus, will be one of the people that Moses and the rest of the Israelites fight. Okay, so chapter 35 is, Jacob is now Israel. Okay, so Isaac gave up his ghost and he was buried with Abraham in Mamre. Okay, so we don't know where that is. I mean, we know where Mamre is, but we can't find where the tomb is, which is, I guess, for a good reason, so it doesn't become a tourist spot. All right, so I'm gonna breeze through this because there's actually a lot of things happening. So Jacob dwelt in the land of Canaan. So his father was a stranger in Canaan. So if you don't know where Canaan is, it is not just present day Israel. Ancient Canaan actually is from parts of Jordan, parts of Lebanon, the Gaza Strip, Palestine, Israel, all the way till the tips of Egypt. Now, why is this land significant? A lot of things that happened in the past actually impacts us today. Remember when Noah chopped up the world for his sons? You know, you guys are going to populate the earth. Your sons are here, your sons are here, your sons are here. Shem, where we get the Shemites or the Semitic, are actually Asian. So, you know, when they say anti-Semitic, does that mean it's also anti-Asian? Because the Semites or the Shemites actually are all of the they're supposed to take the East and the whole of Asia, all of Australia. So that's his part. I don't know who gets the U.S., but anyways, I think Japheth. What's his name? Ham, Shem, and Japheth. Ham gets Africa. Okay, so Africa and that part, and Japheth is supposed to get the West. Okay, but for some reason, Canaan becomes a problematic person. Cursed be Canaan because, well, watch my previous video on why. He becomes a problematic person. Whether it's nature or nurture, we don't know. He settled in the land of Canaan, which is a little too north of where he's supposed to be settling. He's supposed to go down beside his brother Cush. Cush meaning Ethiopia. Anyway, so he dwelt there where Israel, where that area is, where he is not supposed to, and a lot of extra biblical sources say that Canaan consorted with a lot of Nephilims. So when Joshua and Caleb came into the picture, they encountered a lot of Nephilims in Canaan. Alrighty, so now Israel loved Joseph more than his all other children. Dads have favorites. I'm sorry, it's just that thing. Okay, so I'm not gonna tell you who my dad's favorite is. Anyways, it's complicated. But anyways, this guy's not complicated. He loves Joseph because Joseph is the eldest son of Rachel, and Rachel is his favorite wife. He did not hide that. Anyways, so Leah might have the most number of children, but Rachel was his favorite. Okay, so thus Joseph is his favorite, and later Benjamin is his favorite. All right, so Joseph started to have dreams, like stars bowing down to him, sheaves of what's this? The sheaves in the field bowing down to him. And his brothers, of course, interpreted that as, what? You want us to bow down to you? Is that what you think? That, so because Jacob, by the way, 17-year-old Joseph over here, was given a coat of many color, which is expensive, by the way, because in this era, in this time, fabric dyes were very, very, very expensive. So the fact that he gave a very expensive coat to Joseph, well, it kind of made his brothers very threatened. Especially everybody was older. The only one who's a baby was Benjamin. So perhaps Reuben felt like, oh my gosh, Joseph's going to be your, who gets the birthright. Spoiler alert, Joseph doesn't get the birthright, but neither does Reuben, okay? So more into that later. So Reuben said, let's just kill him. And then he changed his mind. Okay, let's not kill him. Why don't we just throw him in the pit? That way we did not kill him. So they got him, they stripped him of his coat, and they shoved him in that pit. And so they figured, oh, maybe he'll starve to death. And then Judah's like, maybe we should just sell him. Look, there's some Ishmaelites there, or some Midianites. So they sold him to a Midianite. They sold him to the Midianites, who went to Egypt and sold him to Potiphar. So Potiphar is an officer in Pharaoh's company, and he's also the captain of the guard. So he's a very powerful man, and somebody's manipulating the threads of fate here. You know who it is, but it's all for the good. Even the bad things will become used for good. So God's like that. Sometimes it feels like a bad thing right now, very bad for Joseph, but he will, well, they will need it. So we are coming to the end of Jacob's adventure. Okay, so there's just when they will tell Jacob what happened to his son, and then after that, all attention will shift to Joseph. So a lot of people are saying, or scholars are saying, that Genesis, or the first 5 books at least of the Bible, the Torah, were written by Moses. Maybe it is, because at this time, even when Sumeria and Egypt were writing on it's pictographic, and they're writing on stone tablets and reeds and stuff, the Israelites are not yet using alphabets, not yet. Maybe later in Moses' time, but at the moment it's not. Everything was oral. Okay, so for those who are saying, no, the Bible isn't that old, the Bible was not written until Moses, and then Saint Jerome, which is AD period, already compiled it. Okay, so before that, everything was orally passed down. So can you imagine, all 5 books will be orally passed down from generation to generation. It's actually a feat that it survived Egypt intact-ish. So yeah, maybe not super intact because Enoch was not there. So we don't know. Some people are saying maybe only first Enoch was written by Moses and the rest not. Because remember, Enoch is pre-flood. So Noah is the one who recited the whole of Enoch to his children, and his children will recite it to all his children and his children after that. And then Genesis, the same thing. They will recite, and all the books. And then when Moses came in, Exodus will be part of that. So they will be reciting the tale of the Exodus to their children and children after that, again and again, until it drills into their minds, until Moses decided, why don't I just write everything down, So there. That's what happened. Now I'm rambling here, and we will be getting to chapter 37 soon. So Shabbat Shalom, everybody, and I will see you guys, or tell you guys more about this soon. If nobody watches this, then it's just for me to keep a record of my Bible study. Thanks, guys.